Today is Monday, December 30th, 2024. 2 days before we close the book on 2024 and open up 2025. Anyway, I'm taking the front runner down to Provo today because I want to see the Art City Trolley in Springdale, which means I got to take a bus from Provo Central to wherever the nearest stop is. And you know I'm not doing this alone. This bag would ever cooperate. Yep, Fumo Sanaye. Here it comes. If Go-Go, Super Toke, and Tappity Tap, why can't I have Sanaye Fumo Bounce?
Bus 750 to Provo is scheduled to depart in 2 minutes. If you see something, say something. To contact UTA police.
Okay, no, it did not fix that.
Very few double track sections. Usually approach to South Jordan. My name in town, Jordan? Well, this is Utah, and they love their biblical names. Looks like we'll be coming in on the left-hand side, facing south.
If this is your destination, please prepare to exit.
Here's Vineyard, just the latest station to open on the front runner, having done so in the summer of 2022. And as our train pulls in, we have a northbound train to Ogden coming in at the same time. One time I got off here to catch the bus down toward Provo, so that I could get off at the Riverside Golf Course to do some volunteer work at the Utah Open. Trying to see if I can get a number on the locomotive. Yes, MQ36PH3C number 17 on the point of the Ogden bound train. As we pull into Provo Central Station, that other station we just passed by, was the Amtrak station, which, like Salt Lake City, only ever gets one train per day in each direction. And that, of course, is the California Zephyr. Here's the actual Provo Central Station with a train to Ogden ready to go. Or maybe this train's to become the one to Ogden. Anyway, we're here. Well, here it is at long last, the Art City Trolley restaurant. And out in front, well, that's a Brill Bullet car. One of only a handful to make it into preservation. This one doesn't run on any rails, of course. Unlike the one I rode on at Rock Hill Trolley Museum several years ago. And here's the rest of the facade for anyone who's interested. Only downside is, this restaurant's been closed for a while. For what, I'm not 100% sure. I think they said something about renovations. Anyway, I wanted to check this out while I was still living in the area. Now, of course, most people know that the Philadelphia and Western ran a whole bunch of these bullets, but they weren't the only interurban to do so. I believe there was one in upstate New York called the Fonda Johnstown and something. I'd have to look that up again. Anyway, the latter railroad's cars were transferred to the Bamberger Electric Railroad after the first one closed down. And then the Bamberger closed up shop in 1952, at least passenger operations did. And I really need to work on my camera handling. Moments later, I'm here on the campus of Brigham Young University. One of two universities in the area, certainly the two largest. And there's quite the rivalry between the two. This is also the home of one of the radio stations I listen to, KBYU. Used to be the PBS affiliate for the area. And now it's time for me to go home. Well, me and the Sanae Fumo, but first. So I found this game store on North University Avenue in downtown Provo, between 2nd and 3rd North. And I happened to just buy a couple of things there because why not? Anyway, here's something Junko might like. Yes, I have her Fumo. But anyway, this is a bunch of ship miniatures in the Dungeons & Dragons Icons of the Realms series. And that is a passing Union Pacific freight. Excuse me. That's just coming on through while I wait for this train to go. Looked to be a couple of, were they AC 4400s or G Evos on the point? I couldn't tell. Anyway, back to my purchases at this Dragon's Keep. This is part of the Dungeons & Dragons Icons of the Realms line, specifically one of 5 packs in the Spelljammer series. Basically, you take D&D and you put it into space. And this is just part of what you get. Now, the other thing, let me get this out of the way. Is Blueprints of Mad King Ludwig. This is basically Castles of Mad King Ludwig if it were a roll and write game. Or in this case, since it uses cards, reveal and write. Anyway, you can find stuff like this at your local game store or online, however you buy your game stuff. And now our train is leaving Provo. And is that Union Pacific freight that was just coming through here? There's the spire of the Amtrak station, peeking up from behind these tanker cars. Yeah, I think it is. In fact, it definitely is. Still have no idea what those locomotives were, whether they were AC 4400s or G Evos or SD whatever Max. I'm not up on Union Pacific's rolling stock as of right now. Anyway, here's my Fumo Sanae to wish everybody a Happy New Year. Those were MP36PH3C number 2 on the point for the northbound train to Ogden, and MP36PH3C number 4 shoving southbound to Provo.